The EU has concluded Georgia began last year's conflict in South Ossetia, but it seems the message has not been picked up by all. Some Western media are still pointing the finger at Moscow.
It was this picture in a Financial Times news item which caused the confusion. It showed armed men in camouflage running in front of a burning building. The caption underneath claimed those were Russian troops in the Georgian town of Gori. However, upon closer examination, the men in uniform in fact had armbands with the Georgian flag. Back then, in August 2008, these kinds of errors were common in the media. When fighting was in full flight, the Georgian town of Gori was in the spotlight of a scandal. CNN reported the Russian Air Force was shelling the town and showed pictures of death and destruction.
2 Russian jet planes came very low on a marketplace, a very busy marketplace in a small town in the middle of Georgia that had nothing to do with the conflict area. It's far from that conflict area, and deliberately dropped 500 kilograms bombs on civilian population.
RT's cameraman Alexander Zhukov was surprised to see that the footage which the US channel used were in fact pictures which he filmed in the South Ossetian capital Tskhinval after a Georgian attack.
I didn't feel like my colleagues inside the war zone were lying to each other or to the viewers. But when I saw pictures which I shot when Tskhinval was bombed, shown on CNN, posed as if Russia bombed the Georgian city of Gori, I knew that was a lie.
Burning houses, mass casualties, a destroyed civilian marketplace. Those were the words the Western media used to describe the Gori bombing story. On the very same day, RT's reporter Paula Slia went there to find out and saw that the town was left untouched and living a peaceful life.
While it's likely we'll never know exactly what happened here in Gori, one thing is certain: the city is not destroyed, nowhere even close to it.
A year passed since the conflict, as an EU Commission officially declared it was Georgia who fired first. The picture slip-up at Financial Times happened on the day when the EU made their findings public. The image was on the newspaper's website for 10 days before it was removed. However, some believe that even a year on from the conflict, it will not be the last time the media makes such an error. Alexei Rashevsky, RT.
Meanwhile, Dmitry Babich from Russia Profile magazine says even dishonest journalists cannot escape the fact that Georgia started the war.
The picture of the Western media coverage of Georgia is complicated, just like the war in Georgia itself. There are some honest journalists who try to give voice to both sides. But there is the majority that tries to fit the stereotypes of the public. Big Russia taking small defenseless Georgia. So basically, honest journalists continue to work honestly. Dishonest journalists continue to work dishonestly. And I don't see how this can be changed even by some powerful clans. But there are certain facts which come to light and which cannot be denied even by the greatest supporters of Saakashvili. The fact is that he started this war.